Quay, evening, Reverend. Well, the link I sent over to you concerning about my online friend there, artist in recovery / Daryl P. He's finally came out. I mean, he was doing his street rhymes, and it was poetic. But I wanted his outrage. I wanted his outburst. I wanted that frustration. He was asking the questions, and who was pushing it. That's what I wanted to hear from this guy. And not this snapping of the fingers, but that's his thing. He was trying to snap fingers when he was doing his rhyming situations. Still trying to get his thing. I wanted to hear it cry in the anguish. I wanted to see the pain in his damn eyes. Not making it into a sing-song situation. I wanted to hear the anguish of sanity screaming out, why is this happening? And every time I keep hearing it, I'm like, you're getting it? Now you're saying it. And you have to say it. You're the common guy out here. You are part of the reason why we're doing this. Part of your ancestry, dude, was about getting invaded by the European invaders, looking for stuff, poking and prodding through trash. That's why I kept saying history, history, history. It's imperative that he gets that message out there. He's part of the landscape. But people have to listen to guys like him. His ancestors were here before my ancestors came over here to screw things up. We had this European manifest destiny crap going on. We had to have kingdoms invaded, things controlled. And the more I kept learning about human history in the various classes I'd taken at a community college, this stuff could be learned from books at different times of learning, or if people had a gumption for it, but apparently they don't. So apparently we got to educate these poor dumb bastards. He was talking about alligator Alcatraz. I'm going to make this thing public here. And usually I do it a private one-on-one, but this one is different here. Ron DeSantis, governor of Florida. There's a lot of lousy negative things I could say about the guy. But he's proposing to get an airstrip. And there's an airstrip out in Florida at the end of the Everglades, apparently, that could be used as a concentration camp. Another, I would equate it, Manzanar. Out here in California, that is a name hardly ever heard of, but it should have been. World War II, we feared the Japanese descent. We feared the slant-eyed bastards, because the slant-eyed bastards blew apart our base out in Hawaii, and they lied to us. How dare they? So we had to go into this national outrage with a damn order and lock them up. Anybody who was of descent, of origin for it, we locked them up. Of course, we tried to give them some food, but they had to survive on their own. And the more I kept learning about the dark history of ours, he's asking why. You ever heard of Andersonville? Civil War. It was a Union camp, not Confederate, but a Union camp that actually was war profiting, but did keep the theoretical worst of the worst over there. They're just soldiers, military combatants, and non-combatants over there. It was a camp that you would not talk about. And they talked about it in history. I remember watching shows about this one back in the 90s on this one on PBS. I didn't get it then. I get it now, worse. Artist was talking about how this happened, and I kept going back over what we've done to each other. throughout our country's existence. Let alone other countries having their own damn issues left and right. I can't explain how it's human nature, how we're doing the self-destructive nature on each other. It's not just implicative and it's not just singular on the United States. It's worldwide. It's each of us. And we've got countries having their own issues over this. Throughout the lifetime of humanity, we have never been able to treat ourselves equally or actually peacefully enough. Yeah, we have had gurus, we've had teachers. And we think we knew better. By torturing and mistreating people. Conquering everybody in the name of religion. In the name of faith. In the name of some stupidity. Just something stupid anyway. But we did this to ourselves, Reverend Ed. We're finally waking up to it now. The voice of reason screams out, why? If we only knew the answers to that one. But would we have been motivated enough to do something about it? We've had people like that. We've had gurus. And we killed them. We killed them. What's to say about humanity at this point?